being Madden 27 is coming out in literally a couple hours, I wanted to make this video real quick and give my predictions, or not even really my predictions, just in general, my top 10 theme teams that will be for Madden 27 at the start of the game. This isn't really a full, just like 10 through 1, like all listed and everything. This is just the 10 theme teams that I think will be the best by day 1 for when a couple hours drops. And one of them is the Steelers, just because the wide receiver speed that you have on these guys is really good. George Pickens has 82, DK Metcalf has 81, and then there's of course some 74, whatever, 73. I looked through the actual in-depth though for some of them, and the Steelers have some guys that are also 81 speed that are just a little bit lower overalls that don't appear here, but they have guys that are 81 speed, 82 speed as well. Darnell Washington is another solid choice just because he's big. He is slow, but he's also just huge. And then getting the defense, Jalen Ramsey is 83 speed. Minka is 82 speed. Patrick Queen, if you like using linebackers, but Robert Spillane are really good linebackers. Devin Bush is not really. I think, yeah, Peyton Wilson is the better linebacker out of those two, speed-wise at least. And I'm just saying speed-wise as well because in the beginning of Madden, in Madden in general, but in the beginning of Madden especially, speed is really everything. So Peyton Wilson would actually be like a really solid linebacker because he has 83 speed. And then corners wise, Jamel Dean has 81. Joey Porter is not really all that, but he will be getting boosted, so the speed is good on him. Dante Jackson is also good. They have some other, this guy really right here, 82 speed, 676 overall. Solid budget card. He's also 6'2", which isn't that bad either. And then there's just some other guys in depth that are more. And then getting into the next one, I have Baltimore. I didn't have it listed like this, but fuck it, whatever, bro. I'll just start going to whatever. Daniel Falele is on the team, which he sucks, but you're not using him. Lamar is really the one that carries this. It's Lamar, Hollywood, I would say. The offensive line also isn't so bad. It's actually pretty solid. Zay Flowers, they made him kind of slow, but 79 speed will get boosted. Derrick Henry, 79 speed will get boosted as well. And then getting the defense, of course, you're probably not going to have this Nate Wiggins. So, although that Nate Wiggins is really good, I think you're most likely going to have this Nate Wiggins, which is also still really good. The guy has 84 speed as a 79 overall. So, he still makes plays, and then once again, everyone else that is like just listed more in depth are also good. Chidobe Awuzie will play with 79. He'll play with 80. Kyle Hamilton's not that bad, and then there was a safety as well that, excuse me, it didn't show, but there was a safety lower that I think had like 80 speed or like 81 or 82 speed or something like that. So you have solid linebackers. Trenton Simpson is also really good. You have really good linebackers. You have a solid D-line here with Odafe Owe, Hendrickson, Matabuike. The corners are good. The safeties are good. And then on offense, it's really Lamar Jackson that carries with, I guess, like, Hollywood, some of the offensive line. But it's a really good team, I would say. And then the Rams are another one here, which, it kind of gets carried because of Puka and everything, but Puka, Devontae are both 80 speed, so they'll be boosted to 82 at least, maybe. And then Kyron Williams, you're not really taking any of the running backs. You're probably going to take Jeremiah Love because the rookie premieres, they get all 32 team chems, so they play on literally all of the theme teams here. And then I'm pretty sure as well there was another good wide receiver, more in-depth, that it's not showing. So there's all that. Jalen Ramsey is also good. Cameron Curl is good. Quentin Lake is also good if you want to have a safety in the box. This guy's But McDuffie is really good with 82 speed. Jalen Watson has 82 speed. You have this amazing defensive line that's going to cost you well over at least 1.2 million coins. So, do it at your own will. This will be the expensive theme team, I would say, just because of the front four right here. With Myles Garrett, Kobe Turner, honestly, Poona Ford and Byron Young, you can really make a decision. Byron Young is really fast, and also Jared Verse. So, once again, you make your choice with the front four. But on the back end of it, Ernest Jones is not that bad. I'm pretty sure they had another good linebacker more in depth that it won't come up with. I don't remember. But Cameron Curl is really good. Quentin Lake, Ramsey yet again, and then the offense just kind of gets carried around with the receivers. You're not really using Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff just because they're slow. But if you want to use a pocket passer, if you're good with pocket passer, then honestly the Rams will probably be the team for you. The Patriots is the next one as well, just because the offensive line is just a thing full of studs. All damn near 80 plus linemen they have, with the exception of Will Campbell. And then wide receiver wise, yet again, they have guys in more depth. You can look up the whole team on mutt.gg. But Drake May's not bad. Trayvon Henderson isn't bad either. 81 speed for a gold card. That's really good. Hunter Henry, 676. You might be everyone's going to be taking the rookie premier tight end. So the tight end spot is going to have Sadiq, which is going to be really boosted like crazy. And then Kevin Byard's not bad. You have Robert Spillane here as well. Mac Wilson, Craig Woodson isn't bad. 82 speed he had there. 79 speed will play for you. And then, of course, Christian Gonzalez, which carries the whole thing. But overall, the team's not bad. You have another guy right there with 80 speed. And then the defensive line, Harold Landry, the defensive line is kind of where it lacks. But you're getting a lot of good speed on a lot of the core position players. Plus, the offensive line is all full of 80s. If you care about offensive line, day one, they're all full of 80s, plus another 80 on the bench that you can really play out of position somewhere. These guys are really good. AJ Brown's not that bad either. And yeah, going into the next one, we have the Las Vegas Raiders, just because as well, with all the moves that they made, it really still looks good. And plus, the defensive side is where I think that the team shines. But wide receiver, you have Dante Thornton. Dante Thornton isn't going to be here because he's a 72 overall, but Dante Thornton is a 6'5", 82 speed wide receiver. Can be 84 possibly if they let you do the 50 theme team chemistries on the day one. So you're taking Dante Thornton. And then you still have a pretty solid offensive line here. You have Brock Bowers, which, I mean, if you don't want to take Cameron Sadiq, is that his first name? I don't remember. But you have Brock Bowers if you want to spend coins on tight end. You have Josh Jacobs, who's not that bad of a running back either, 81 speed. The quarterback situation is really what you lack in, but I'm sure that you can probably just put like a whatever type of card there with the amount of now chemistries you can have, being that you can change the chemistries on the gold cards. And then defensively, though, you have Jeremy Chin, which carries the entire thing. The other safeties, I'm pretty sure there was another safety that was at least like 80 speed or around 80 speed here. You have Khalil Mack, Mad Max Crosby. You have Nixon, who's also fast. Eric Stokes, who's really fast as well. You have Darian Porter. Darian Porter is another 84 speed corner. So your corners can just be like this. Nixon with 80. Darian Porter right here with 84 or corner 1, whatever. And then Eric Stokes with 83. With Jeremy Chin on the back end, you have Robert Spillane. Jermaine Pratt is pretty slow, but he can still get boosted to 81 speed. And then you have Robert Spillane, who can get boosted to probably 82 speed, we'll say. The Jaguars is another, I guess, interesting team, just because of Travis Hunter and if he can play both sides of the ball again. But Travis Hunter is getting an 85 overall that we did see in the leaks, or not the leaks, in the reveal stream. So that'll be an 85 speed corner or wide receiver with, I think, what did he have, 84 speed or 85 speed or something like that. And his core gold card as well has really good speed on top of all that, so you don't even have to really get his 85 one if you don't want to. Plus you have Evan Ingram, who's 82 speed as a tight end. ETN is also not that bad. I'm pretty sure Tootin, though, 81 speed for Tootin. BTJ, 83 speed, 6'3". That's really good. Calvin Ridley is 82 speed. You have a really good wide receiver core for all that. And then defensively, you have a whole bunch of studs, which is why I think the Jaguars will be maybe the best theme team in the game. Maybe. Jalen Ramsey, who's 83 speed. You have Antonio Johnson, who can get boosted. There's also Caleb Ranshaw. There's Andre Sisco. Jarian Jones from this welcome pack thing here, who can get 83 speed off of just day one. Trevon Walker, who's fast. Calais Campbell, who, if you just want a big body, which is what a defensive tackle is, you'll be good with that. Josh Hines Allen. And then Travis Hunter, 81 speed on his regular 79 overall. That's not that bad either. I'm pretty sure they had another good, 80 speed with Tyson Campbell here if you want to do 80. They have just a lot of really good defensive players that I think that their defense especially with the way that the day one MUT is gonna look. I think that their defense is gonna out carry, or just it's gonna like outweigh. What's the right word for that? I don't know. The point is, I think that the defense is gonna carry the team here. Plus, you still have really fast receivers with Brian Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Evan Ingram, and maybe Travis Hunter if it'll let you play in both positions. The Eagles kind of had a fall off, I would say, just because of Jalen Hurts. He's now a gold card again. So Andy Dalton as well as your backup. So, I don't know if you'd want to use Jalen Hurts. Maybe you do. But Barkley's also good. DeAndre Swift isn't bad as a running back as well. Plus, once again, you have the free rookie premier guys if you want to take Jeremiah Love. Devonta Smith has 83 speed. Hollywood Brown has 80 speed. AJ Brown has 80 speed. Of course, all these guys are going to be expensive because they're core elites and they're 80 overalls. But the offensive line as well isn't bad. The offensive line is almost full of all 80 pluses, which is really good that you like to see. And then defensively, Kevin Byard, 79 speed, not all that bad. Reed Blankenship, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, right here. CJ Gardner-Johnson, he carries because he's on so many theme teams, and he is also 81 speed, 80 acceleration, which is really good. And then just the front four as well. Yet again, another really good front four. Josh Sweat, if you want to play him at D tackle, you can play him over Milton Williams because Milton Williams isn't even that slow. I think he's the same speed as Josh Sweat, actually. He is. So the front four is just amazing on these guys. Plus, you have big Jordan Davis as well if you want to stop the run. You have Jonathan Grenard, Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, who's actually 81 speed on this team. You have Tariq Woolen, who's 84 speed, 6'4". Is his coverage is the best? Probably not. He'll probably taunt and ruin your game. But 84 speed on Tariq Woolen is really good. And then I think it was Isaiah Rodgers as well. He is short at 5'10", but 84 speed on two day one cards. Plus Quinyon Mitchell's 83 speed. Realistically, you can run the team like this. Your top three corners will be 83 speed, boosted probably 85. 84 speed, boosted probably 86. 84 speed again, boosted probably 86 again. And then your fourth corner, if you want to run dollar, will be Cooper DeJean, boosted at probably 83 speed. I just don't see how this team isn't also the best team in the game. There's just so many good, fast guys on their defense that I really think that their defense will carry. And then as well, if you don't even want to do safeties at linebacker, you can actually just have linebackers because Jahad Campbell's 82 speed. And then I'm pretty sure Nakobe Dean is also fast. Yeah, 80 speed on him. Eric Wilson is another fast one with 81 speed. Zach Bond, 80 speed. These guys are all fast. The Eagles have a whole bunch of fast players on their team. I don't see how this team probably isn't number one, if not number 2 or 3 for day one, just because of how the offense lacks, but the defense probably makes up for so much more of that. The Cowboys are another one just because of their entire wide receiver core here. CeeDee Lamb you have at 80 speed. George Pickens, 6'3", 82 speed. And then Kevon Turpin is 83 speed. He is really short at 5'9", but he's still an 83 speed wide receiver, which is torching, or not torching, but it's at least able to keep up with most of the cornerback speeds in the game. The offensive line is because of the tackles, but the interior linemen aren't bad. Once again, tight end, you're probably using Rookie Premier. Malik Hooker is a really good safety. Jalen Thompson is another one with 81 speed. Their front four is all not that bad. Kenny Clark, which is really the only one that lacks, but he's a big body. You have Quinnen Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence. You have Rashawn Gary right there. Micah, of course, he'll probably be way too expensive, but you still have Micah if you pick him up. I'm pretty sure that their corners aren't that bad either, just to look through the speed. 78, 80 on Deron Bland, 79 Chidobe Awuzie, 80 Kobe Durant. And plus, there's still so much more being that you can change the chemistries on the core gold cards. The second to last team I want to show is the Denver Broncos, just because, yet again, speed kills, and this team has the speed to kill. Javonte Williams isn't bad. This guy's and then RJ Harvey's but you could still just use Jeremiah Love yet again. Evan Ingram is fast. Their offensive line looks really good. Courtland Sutton, I know, is slow, but he's also a big body, so there's that. Jalen Waddle is 82 speed, and I think they actually did Marvin Mims dirty. Yeah, 78 speed on Marvin Mims. Jerry Jeudy is also not really all that fast. What the fuck is this? Troy Franklin is 78 speed, but he's also a big dude, so he'll get boosted to maybe 80 speed at least, and he'll be 6 foot 3. I think that there's also another wide receiver down there that's pretty fast, but it's the defense as well that's really solid. Brandon Jones, Hufanga, those are both 80 speed guys up there. Dre Greenlaw is really kind of slow, but you can still use him, I would say. Cody Barton will be an 80 speed for you at least. You have PS2, who's really going to be fast. Jahad Barron is 81 speed. Jaquan McMillan, if you take him, I don't know why you would, but if you do take him, you have him at 80 speed. Then the front four is also not that bad. Nick Benito is pretty solid. Zach Allen's a big body for D tackle. And then Jonathan Cooper will probably get around the edge pretty fast. Same thing with Bradley Chubb. They kind of did him dirty with his speed and everything, but he still would be playable, being it's day one. And then what I think will be the best theme team in the game is the Seattle Seahawks, because yes, Charles Cross is a 78 here. He is getting another card at an 85 overall, so there's also that. But just because of every other aspect of player that's here, I genuinely think these guys will probably be the number one theme team to build. Yes, the running back kind of lacks. Kenneth Walker is 80 speed, but you can, once again, take Jeremiah Love. Tight end, nothing here. Take Sadiq. Offensive line, really not all that bad. It is kind of grim, but it's also not the worst. You have JSN, who's 82 speed. The free DK Metcalf, who's a 6'4" wide receiver, 81 speed. You have Rashid Shaheed, 81 speed. Torrey Horton, who's 79. And then quarterback position, really, I mean, you can rock out with Sam Darnold, or you can just go somebody else. I'm pretty sure Drew Lock will be pretty fast. And then for defense is why I think that this team carries here, yet again. Because you have Devon Witherspoon, who will be expensive, but he is an 84 speed wide receiver. Tariq Woolen, I said wide receiver. He's an 84 speed corner. You have Tariq Woolen, who's also an 84 speed corner. DJ Reed, who's pretty slow. And then Josh Jobe, who's also pretty slow. But Mike Jackson is getting a free 81 BND card that has 81 speed on his card. And then there's also, if you don't want to have to do solos, or not solos, the solo CPU event, there's also Prechette. Prechette is an 82 speed corner as well, who's just not appearing because he's a lower overall. But Prechette is an 82 speed corner. Boye Mafia is 80 speed for his whole thing. You have DeMarcus Lawrence. You have Leonard Williams, Byron Murphy. Once again, Nick Eamon-Worry, 84 speed, 6'3". You have the you have Bam Bam, and who gets upgraded as well to 85 speed. So 79 is just the base. And then Devin Bush is also not that bad. Ernest Jones is fast. Jordan Brooks is also fast. I don't see how this team isn't number one or a contender for number one. And then if you care about kickers so bad, you have Jason Myers, which we all get a free kicker. I don't see why you would care about a kicker. But between this team, the Eagles, and then there was one more. I forgot the other one, though. But between three theme teams, I don't see how the Seahawks isn't 1 or 2, with the Eagles being 1 or 2 as well. That's basically it, though. Let me know what theme team you guys will be rocking, if you guys will be rocking a theme team, actually, even. And yeah, that's it. See ya.